Welcome to Castle Hazel. I inherited my dad's wonderful record collection. He has a lot of exotica, Henry Mancini. Right now we're listening to, I think, Bert Kaempfert. That's his record player. It's from the 1950s. Pretty cool. This is a little beagle I sent him when he was in the hospital and no one could visit him. And he ended up taking him along. He named him Snoopy after a beagle he'd owned a long time ago. And he would take him when he had medical procedures. Here's another little look at some of the albums that my dad, that I inherited from him. Lots of fun, wonderful memories. When you walk around, there's our beautiful piano. You can't really see what's going on there. That's the sailboat we had when I was a kid. So many great memories sailing with my dad. Terrible glare on that photo right now. It's a little 12-foot sailboat called a snark. Oh my gosh, that thing was so fun. They have a little tiki bar area, very small. You can kind of see down there, that's actually a shower curtain, but I thought it looked kind of cool, so I use it down there, and people can sit, a couple people can sit there and watch while we make food if they want. We have a very petite kitchen. Some of my tiki mugs. Here's the booze that Larry made. We've got gin and Irish whiskey. The middle one looks like an Eiffel Tower. That's our absinthe. I found a little sombrero on our trip for the mezcal. Arriba! Then we got rum. Larry's making pizza, so we got wads of dough there. He's gonna make 4 pizzas. And we go over, there's my espresso machine. I used to own a coffee shop, so I really was super happy when we got ourselves a really nice espresso machine. Here's more. More stuff in the process. Apparently it takes a secret ingredient, fresh squeezed bat juice. Don't tell. Shh. Okay, and then I have a thing about these little solar critters. They all work just when they get enough sun. I love them all. Let's see if we can get them. I'll get you a little look at my good luck kitty and my alien. What's going on here with I don't know what's happening. I guess I'm just too close to the window. Sorry guys, I haven't made a video in a long time. Mugs. Some cake, and just our little dining table. I've got a mermaid skeleton that I really love. Couldn't resist buying. A few little things. Here are all the slides that I inherited from my dad. And I pull out that little mini tramp to jump on several times a day. My dad made this hooked rug, and I had to have it because, once again, it reminds me of our little sailboat. He used to watch football and do hooked rugs while he was sitting there. He read Heidi to me once when I was really sick and couldn't go to school for like a week. And that's the exact copy of it that he read to me. I inherited some Bibles, including a Gaelic one. My great-grandpa was a Presbyterian minister, and that he would write his sermons in Gaelic. Velveeta. That's my dad had his own kind of Dewey Decimal system, so shelf clips for the closets. He was the most organized man in the world, and he would use like old Velveeta boxes and things for them. Lots of clutter from our trips. Haven't really sorted it all out yet. Let's see what we have over here. Woofmutt gave me this book, the Book of Larry. So my husband has an owner's manual, but it comes in very handy. A few other little things. Gonna zip around the corner here. A few years ago I met one of the animators from The Simpsons, and he made caricatures of me and Larry. So there they are. Larry 3D printed this blaster for me, and it actually it's got a laser in it, so it's a great cat toy. I love books, but this is my collection of pulp fiction novels. My favorite pulp fiction author is Richard S. Prather. So if you ever come across one of his books, snag it. I would happily buy it from you. They're hilarious. He works a lot of really elaborate puns into his detective novels. And this one is, oh, here's a really funny one. It's called Impatient Virgin, and I love this part. I'm going after the thing I want into H dash 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 with everybody. It's pretty funny. So naughty, and yet sort of wholesome at the same time. It's funny. Okay, not everybody has a scaffold in their living room. Scaffold. It sounds weird the more you say it, but I do. And the reason we do is because Larry is working on some art. He's doing a bas relief up there. I think maybe I have to go turn on the light. Hang on, bear with me so you can see what's going on. This might help. Yeah, it's a bas relief that he's making. He made one during the lockdown and discovered that he liked it so much that he decided he was going to put one over our mantle. So now it kind of takes up a bit of real estate. Oh, here I have my itty bitty pretty kitty, Miss Otis. Hi, Miss Otis Babotis. How you doing? She's chillaxing. This is really fun. So we have this lamp with a base made of coral, but Larry took a salad bowl and drilled these holes in it to make patterns of things like a hula dancer. It's kind of hard to get on here, but like shell. It's really cool. But that's actually a salad bowl, a wooden salad bowl, and then he did that to it. He decided to make our rather normal, boring-looking aquarium look like French architecture. So now we have Voyage Fantastique sous la mer. And on the corner, he 3D printed these seahorses, which I think he loves seahorses. I think it's like his totem animal or something. And this down here, water for the cat. Oh, this is funny. I call it Miss Otis's magic carpet. I got this at the dollar store. It's just a little thing, and oh my gosh, she loves to sit on there. It kind of crinkles and has a little mouse. It's like one of the best things I ever got her. Most used. Oh, I have to zip around here. Photo I took, it's sideways. I need to change that. We're constantly doing things and projects around here. That's Diver Dan. That's the helmet that Larry made for Halloween. He made a whole costume around it, but when it's not Halloween, it makes a pretty cool looking lamp. All right, let's check out this room. This room makes me laugh in a way. We call this the Nymphaeum. And now it's all fancy. Larry added these columns, as you can see, and he added that, we call it the donut, but it's, we used to have a turtle in there, but now we just have goldfish. Anyway, when he first bought this place, it was just an empty room. It didn't have a door or windows, and it didn't have a domed ceiling. So Larry domed the ceiling and gold leafed it, and they had it because they wanted it as their TV watching room. So there you go, kind of funny. Just a boring dark room, but that's what to each their own. So Larry made this cool curved bench, like an ancient Greek etc. bench. On this side, well, my guitar's blocking it, but it has an alpha. And as you can see, I put a lot of musical instruments in here because the acoustics are really quite nice. So when musicians come over, this is a really fun place to have a jam session. These are some of the African animals I inherited from my parents because they were big travelers and spent time in Africa and brought home. I grew up surrounded by really cool African artifacts. One of my favorites, being a kid, let me see if I got it. Oh, you can really see it. This is from the Maasai tribe, and it has cowrie shells, and they would mix cow blood, cow milk, and cow urine in there and drink it. So kind of fun when you're 12 years old to tell your friends that, hey, this had cow pee in it, and they would drink it. So this is Larry's first bas relief that he made. It's Hylas and the nymphs. It's based on that painting. He had a lot of fun with it. Now he's like really wanting to do more of those. Oh, look who wants to go outside. So does Babotis. It's 103 out there. I do take her out, but she'll last about 3 minutes. Let's see what else we have in here. I have this great big drum from Africa that I inherited from my parents. Kind of a cool lamp. I have my little nature diary where I write interesting things in there that I see or whatever happens. Let's see what Larry's. Okay, Keekaboof, I'll let you out later. Okay, then out on our back porch. Here we go. We have little tiki bird house. More African things that I inherited. Those giraffes. But of course this was the 70s, so my parents toll painted them, or my mom did, I think. Hi, that's me, hey, in there. I have a really cool spider up here. I'm not sure if she's going to show up. I've been really careful not to bother her. She's one of those zipper spiders. I figured, you know, it's her world out here. So when I changed the tablecloth today, I was super careful not to hurt her web. Little place to sit, so when he makes the pizza, he'll put it there and cut it up and we'll eat it. Obviously, shocker, we eat the pizza. Some other stuff around here, I don't know what to say. Okay, now I'm going to turn around. I love my little bird stations, bird feeding station. This little griffin down here I really love too, because it's the only, Texas is so dry, but somehow it manages to grow some moss on its paws. This is quite a magical griffin. I'm always impressed that it can do that. It's our little fairy garden. Our grandkids like to play in there, and yeah, it's fun to play with in that. Okay, I'm going to see that there is the pizza oven that Larry made from scratch. Crazy. He designed it. He built it. I don't know. He amazes me. He poured the cement, just put it all together, and he makes these incredible pizzas. So you could also fire pots in there, and we do have a pottery wheel. So at some point, we will be making, you know, pottery in there. We have a couple ponds. When Larry moved in here, it was just a regular backyard, but Larry being Larry, he had to do some fun stuff with it. So he put all these rock paths, and now we have pond sort of back sunlight, but you can hear the little waterfall going. So what happens is when it overflows, and there are frogs and there, see spiders sometimes. Those are kind of cool. It's right. Let me see if I can. Okay. Yeah. So when it spills over here, it goes down this little stream, and the grandkids and I can play, you know, clear out the leaves and play with little boats in there, which is a lot of fun. Oh, let me show you. We've got a little bird bath. Very popular this time of day. They're probably wanting me to leave. I'll just walk this way. There's just a couple different paths. Okay, here's our tiki hut. And a little thingamawang there. We have some iris that grow along here. Okay, I have to be a little careful. Sorry, this is a little shaky. I don't want to trip and fall. These stones are not super, you know, they're a little uneven in places. Anyway, but here is our tiki hut. We love this. I actually work out here even when it's totally freaking hot. I have a little box that I put ice packs under my laptop, and I sit here with a fan on me. I get in the pool, then I come out all wet, and I'm able to handle the heat, which is something since I grew up in the Pacific Northwest. And my idea of a hot day was like 80 degrees before I moved down here. Our little shed. I'd love to make that look like a fish shack with floats and stuff on it, but you know, whatever. Larry dug this pool out by hand. I was like, dude, you're being crazy, but he did it. And he knew exactly what he wanted, and then he made this nice little edge around it. He's gonna put rocks on the edge so you don't see the pool, the blue pool lining, but you know, one thing at a time. I love this pool. It's so wonderful. Oh, there's my dive slate. So I get in and I swim around, and if I get an idea, I write it on that dive slate, and then I use one of those white magic sponges, and just wipe it off, you know, after I've taken a picture of it and then of my notes later and I'm done with them. It's wonderful. I always have binoculars in there too. And now we have the lower pond. So what happens is the water spills over from the upper pond, comes down, goes under the bridge, and voila, goes down to this wonderful pond. And we have so many little frogs in there right now. It's great. Sadly, we just had to cut down an oak tree over there that died, I think from it got really hot last summer. So yeah, here's just one more little look around our place. We have lots of little gargoyle-y things. I want to keep adding to our magical little garden. There you go. I hope you enjoyed this tour. Ciao for now.